Hello friends, this is Ruchi Jain from Shivaji Rao Kadam Institute of Technology and Management. Friends, the topic we will discuss today is classification of contract, one of the important topic of Indian Contract Act. Now, in classification of contract, the contract is classified on three bases. One is validity, second is formation, and third is performance. First, we are talking about on the basis of validity of the contract, or we can say how the contract are enforceable. So, on that basis, the contract is divided in valid contracts, void agreements, voidable contracts, unenforceable contract, and illegal agreements. First, we are talking about the valid contract. An agreement enforceable at law is a valid contract, or we can say a contract which have completed all the essentials during the making of the contract which are required for a valid contract are completed, then that contract is become a valid contract. Or we can say an agreement become a contract when all the essentials of a valid contract as laid down in section 10 are fulfilled. As we are already seen in section 10, there are some essentials for a contract like valid consideration, two parties, offer and acceptance, free consent, capacity of party to contract. All these essentials if fulfilled during the making of the contract, then a contract is become a valid contract. The second is void contract. An agreement which was legally enforceable when entered into but which has become void due to supervening impossibility of performance. When a contract is at the making of the contract is a valid contract, but due to impossibility of the performance, the contract is become void. The contract is not possible to perform, then the contract is become a void contract. Next one is void agreements. According to section 2G, an agreement which is not enforceable by law but either of the parties is void. In this, when an agreement is not prepared according to the law, it means it is an agreement, and an agreement which is not prepared by the and any of the party which is become the void is become a void agreement. Like no legal rights or obligations can arise out of a void agreement. No legal rights, any kind of legal rights and obligations are arise in this contract, and it is void ab initio. It means from very first point this contract is void. From starting it is a void agreement. Then from it is very inspection, for example an agreement without consideration or with a minor. If a person is doing contract or if a person is doing agreement with a minor, then that agreement from very starting point it is a void agreement, and it is a void, then it is a void agreement. Then the next is voidable contract. According to section 2I, an agreement which is enforceable by law at the option of one or more parties but not an option of the other or others, it is voidable contracts. When this definition is given in Indian Contract Act 2I, section 2I, an agreement which is enforceable by law at the option of one or more parties but not at the option of the other or others is a voidable contract. A contract on in when one party is in is in void is in voidable condition, then the contract is voidable contract. Thus it is the result of absence of free consent in the contract. Then in this case the free consent is not possible by both the parties. This is so because the rights and duties are created and the was not free but was obtained by coercion, undue influence, fraud or misrepresentation. The free consent is not exist in this type of contract, so it becomes voidable contracts. The next one is unenforceable contracts. It is contract which is otherwise valid but cannot be enforced because of some technical defects like absence of written form or absence of proper stamp. Such contracts cannot be proved in court. Unenforceable, it means which the contract in which some of the formalities are not complete while making of the contract, like the written form is not available or the proper stamping in which the contracts are prepared are not available. Then in this case it is not possible that if any uncertainty happens in future, then we cannot present this type of contract in the court. So these are become unenforceable contracts. The next is illegal agreements. A contract which is either prohibited by law or otherwise against the policy of law is an illegal agreement. The agreements which are against the law policies or against the public policy, even though a public policy, then the agreements become illegal. Like it is void ab initio, it means from very beginning, from the starting point, these agreements are illegal. Now the next one is on the basis of formation or creation. On the basis of formation, contracts are divided as express contract, implied contract and quasi contracts. And on the basis of extent of execution or performance, executed contract, executory contract, unilateral contract and bilateral contract. First we are talking about on the basis of formation or creation, how the contracts are created. On that basis, contract is divided. First one is express contracts. When contracts are made by the parties, they are two, in writing or by the word of mouth, they are called express contract. If some contracts are expressed in word form, it may be in written form or it may be in oral form, but it should be in words, then that contract is express contract. According to section 9 of the act says that when the proposal or acceptance is made in words or written or spoken, the promise is said to be expressed. For example, in this we quoted an example. If Mr. X makes a proposal to sell his house to Mr. Y for rupees 50,000 and Mr. Y accepts his proposal, the contract entered into by Mr. X and Mr. Y is called as express contract, because Mr. X expressed his proposal to Mr. Y. It may be in written, it may be in oral, no matters, but it should be expressed. The other is implied contract. Insofar as the proposal or acceptance is made otherwise than in words, the promise is said to be implied. No words are used, but the proposal is given and the promise is created, then that kind of contract is called implied contracts. Contracts which are of outcome of any act or conduct of the parties to the contract are called as implied contract. Due to some act or due to some any conduct, if contract is prepared, then that kind of contract is called implied contract. For example, if Mr. X gets into a bus and occupy a seat, there is an implied contract, and that he will pay for his ticket. If someone enters a hotel and take a cup of coffee or tea, there is an implied contract that he will pay for that. It means if we occupy something, if we convey something without words but convey the message in any other way, then it may be non-verbally, then that kind of contract is called implied contract. The next is quasi contract. This is very interesting contract. There is yet another type of contract known as quasi contract. Such type of contract is created by law. It stands on the ground of equality. What a person will not be allowed to enrich himself unjustly at the expense of someone. The quasi contract is actually a constructive contract. In the real sense, it is not a contract at all. बनते बनते बन जाता है, that is quasi contract. We are not prepared for making of this type of contract. We are not give any offer, not give any acceptance, due to situation, due to conditions when contracts are created, or according to situation the contracts are created, it is called quasi contracts. Now the next is invalid contract, void contracts, which are void ab initio. From very starting point, these contracts are void, voidable contract, illegal contract, and unenforceable. We had already discussed this. Now, invalid contract, in a contract, if any one condition is not fulfilled, then it is invalid. Is void, void ab initio, an agreement which is not valid from the beginning and become void. It means an agreement which is valid in the beginning, but due to some supervening impossibility, the contracts become void. These are the meaning of the terms which we are used in this definitions. Okay. Now the next is other type of contract. In this, executed contract, executory contract, unilateral contract, and bilateral contract. First, we are talking about executed contract. In a contract where both the parties have performed their obligations, there is nothing remain to perform. Both the parties are performed their obligations and there is nothing remained for the performance, then that kind of contract is called executed contract. Executory contract, in a contract where both the parties are yet to perform their obligation. Both the parties are yet to perform. It means something is remaining to in performance of the contract. Then that contract is executory contract. Unilateral contract, in a contract one party has performed his obligation and the other is yet to perform his obligation. One party has completed his work but the other party is remain with his work. Then that kind of contract is called unilateral contract. And bilateral contract, in a contract where both the parties have performed their obligations. Bilateral means both the parties have performed their obligations, but it is same as executory contract, or maybe interchange of executed and bilateral contract. So bilateral, promise to pay, promise to wash car. This is bilateral. And unilateral, both the parties have remain, any one of parties remaining to perform the car. That's all about for today's lecture of types of contract. Thank you very much.